So this is the overview page. The air tracking and performance widget is a great place to, it's a great dashboard to have up. So here we can see each synthetic monitor and its air state over time, as well as its performance as far as latency goes. From here, you're able to click to drill into the performance detail for this particular monitor. You're able to edit the monitor, and you're also able to run an instant measurement from here as well. So we see some red here, and as you hover over it, you'll be able to see that the issue here is high packet loss. And what you can do actually is click to drill in, and this works the same way as our regular synthetic monitoring, where you can click to drill in for more information. So if we scroll down, we can see this measurement in Chicago exhibited a high packet loss. It's like 33% packet loss for this particular measurement. So a lot of this works the same as our regular synthetic monitoring. It's just kind of the metrics are different. So you're still able to kind of drill into the map to view the performance by location. Whoops. Back to world map. You can change the metric here. Change the metric here as well. And then down here you get a overview of all of the metrics in a table for each monitor. All right, so that's the overview and the test results. You can actually go straight to the test results if you like here. But let's go to the performance detail now. And this is more of a report style page as opposed to a dashboard. So you can actually look at all your monitors at once and kind of look at this as a whole. So these numbers over here are averaged for each of these various network health check monitors. Now you can click one. For example, here's our Blue Triangle Help ICMP monitor. You can click one, and that's going to show the performance details for just that particular monitor. Another cool thing is you can actually click on one of these cards, and that'll update this bar chart over here to the left. And like I mentioned before, this works the same as our regular synthetic pages. There's a performance graph over here, and then you get a scatter plot showing the actual measurements that ran. So here you can see, and one of the things we'll be adding to this tooltip is the actual location, and as well as the public IP address of that synthetic agent. I think we'll be including the ISP as well. So here you can kind of drill into these individual MTRs. All right, one last thing I'll point out before we get into any questions. In the dashboard, we have two new dashboard widgets to support this new data, and I can show you where to find those. Here they are listed in the page here. We have a performance over time and a error tracking and performance widget, and this is for the network health checks data. So you can see a variety of metrics over time. You can filter this down to a particular monitor, and the way you would set those up is you go under synthetic widget type, and there's the network health checks performance and the network health checks error tracking and performance. So those two are great for the network health checks data. All right, so I think that's I think that's all I had to share with you guys today. I really appreciate your time and following along with me today. And so I'm going to check the chat and the questions now. Let me open back up the slides and we'll see if there's anything I can help answer for you guys. Okay, I see a few questions have come in, so I'll go ahead and get started with those. But meanwhile, feel free to type in your question now, and I'll be happy to answer it as best I can. So the first question is from David, and he's referring to the example I gave in the slides about the 5 MTR measurements. So he's asking, so the results of the 5 MTR measurements get averaged together and stored in the portal. Is that right? I think, in other words, the 5 individual report cycles will occur per synthetic measurement, and those 5 are averaged to produce the results for a single measurement. Nice way to look at it, actually, if I jump back into the portal here, if I look at one of these and go to the test results. So if I open one of these up, you can see that this is, for example, this is the average or the geometric mean or the standard deviation across 5 separate trace routes or report cycles, right? So that's kind of how that works.